But hi, YouTube. You probably thought, hey, this series is dead. You know, this series is no longer going to be alive. Well, guess what? Get a little closer. Hey, I told you to wait. I told you to be a good little boy or a good little girl and wait. And you see? It happens. We're back. We're literally back, and we're about to finish this series. It's been about time. It's been what, like close to a fucking year? It's been close to a year since last time we touched on trying to go ahead and analyze this. So it's been one hell of a journey. And honestly, I just got to say apologies. Moving to this new place and setting myself up as my new job and everything, like the new shows that have been coming out and everything has been taking up a majority of my time. So I hadn't been able to get back into it. However, we are going to clear some backlog. Your Lion at Ipro, Sangatsu no Lion. At some point, we might finish 86 or Vinland Saga or whatnot, depending on the output, like, you know, the outcome that comes from some of these other shows, right? So, for example, we have Moshiko Tensei Core 2 coming through, or we have, Oshinoko, or some of these other major seasons coming through that might take up a majority of, like, stream. So, it just depends on what's happening. But if we have some downtime and some ability to kill some time like this, we'll use it on the backlog that we have. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I'm so excited. I am super curious. Where is this going to go? How is this going to end up? I hope for a happy ending, but yet I'm somehow not expecting it. Guys, and if you guys are in here, make sure to follow any and all fucking of our YouTube friends. Our YouTube friends are amazing, and they deserve nothing but all the love and support and, you know, pretty much everything in here, because content creation is hard. It's not an easy journey, and it takes a lot to get through. Anyway, let's go. Hold on. There we go.
うまくいったと。今説明した通り、とても危険だよ。それに、うまくいったとしても。
はい、分かってるつもりです。お父さんお母さんともお話ししました。覚悟はできてます。受けたいです。手術。
How far would you go? And I mean that, I mean this like legitimately. And yes, I am bringing the whiteboard. How far would you go for your legacy? What do you define as your legacy? Even if people are giving you, doctors are saying, hey, you might only have a couple months left. What legacy would you want to leave behind? Is it monetarily? If I can fucking spell that right. Is it through connections? Is it simply means? Is it genes? What would you leave behind as your legacy if you got told, hey, you have a month, you have 2 months left? Why? Why would you pick that as an element of legacy? Would it be through the people that you connect with? Would it be an impact on others' lives? How would you want to be remembered by? And I bring this up as a serious point of discussion, as a serious point of elements to this. I know Frieden, an anime this season, brings up elements of discussion about legacy through this. But if you say that your friend or your partner or a loved one were given a set amount of time, what would you want to do with them and why? Memes? Da 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 symphony. Oh. I better see some fucking sad jams in the... Oh no. Internet, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Okay, good. No! Oh, what the fuck? It's never done this to me. There it is. Excuse me? Internet? All right, hold up. Wait a minute. El internet. The internet's like a fucking... All right, let's switch. What is this title? Wait a minute. The title's name is Goodbye Hero. What's up, Destro? Welcome on in. I know, I think the internet's saying I'm not ready. All right, now Sad Jams chat. Symphony. Okay, while this music is playing, I want to ask you guys this as a legitimate question. How are you guys holding up? Like, through all the genuine scars and stuff that may come throughout the week and, you know, maybe even life itself. Are you guys holding up okay? Trying to focus on the good things. Oh. Sleep schedule. Oh. So I guess I'll bring this up. Do you think that the relationship between the main character in this regard, right? Because drama is a big aspect that can take us down in anyone's life, right? But like, have you? And I'll ask you this: have you ever used someone else to heal? By that, I don't mean like in a malicious way. But have you ever unintentionally or maybe intentionally used someone else as a way of healing? Could be a friendship, could be a relationship, could be that you just needed someone to be there with you. Could be that you were like maybe saying stuff that like, you know, maybe hurt other people along the way, but that was your version of trying to heal. I'll be honest, for some people, yeah. For some friendships, yeah. Could be a streamer. For some people, absolutely, you know? Yeah, hanging out with the boys, yeah. You know, and sometimes people are A-okay with it because they know for a fact that you need that version of healing, right? There's a difference between making it manipulative and using it to hurt someone versus just saying, hey, you know what? I just need to hang around you guys and being open about it. Like, I'm letting you guys know that I need someone like next to me for these next couple of days or weeks or whatever. I have tried, but it probably usually doesn't work. Because looking at this, I'm like, we all heal at different speeds, right? We all heal. I don't know how to put it. Like, we heal from family. We heal from being around those people that we connect, and sometimes even just having the opportunity to have space to heal. So I'm looking at this, and I'm like, how much damage is this going to cause?
Oh, 始めたばっかでこんなもんだよ。危機感ないよ。たるんでる。エチュードもあるんだよ。キーワードがないんだよ。分かってんの？分かってるよ。焦るから言わないで。ただでさえ準備期間短いのに中一女子とイチャついてたから。イチャついてんだ。なんだこの会話。もう、かおりちゃん、準備ってできた？もうこんな時間。
Oh, bro, and she's My question then becomes, when someone's in a lot of pain and it's doing end of life therapy, this is one thing that I've noticed a lot. People mask. People will try and wear a mask around those that they really care about and love because they would rather them remember them by the mask that they were able to go ahead and wear, the happy face and whatnot, and not remember the sad and painful times, right? That they're actually going through. Even sometimes the fear and the aspects of like, holy shit, is this really the end? Or what's coming through, right? Being a psych person that's been there for individuals at their end of life, dude, you often see this, right? Where it's at night, the terrors, the fear, the anxiety, the whatnot. But yet during the day when there's a family member around, it's nothing but like, oh no, I'm doing fine. Like everything's great. Like, how are you guys doing? But at night, that anxiety that's building up from the aspect of as to what's to come. And even like the weakness that like they acknowledge that they're getting weaker and there's nothing to be able to do about it. And it breaks my heart often thinking back on it, right? Because think about it as like the acceptance of the mind, like at some point or another, having to come to terms and accept with your body's structure and your body's like that your body's essentially like degressing, right? It's degrading. It's essentially bringing itself down step by step by step by step, trying not to make them worried. Yeah, comfy. And that's oof. Shield loved ones. It is. Oh fuck, boys. We got a pyramid here. We got Maslow's pyramid of grades. Oh no. I have, like, the more that we're progressing through the show, the more that this fear keeps cementing itself as to where this show is trying to go and take it with, right? Because we're obviously seeing him even extend himself at night and, like, during the day and all of this concepts, right? Is he trying to leave a lasting memory? And even through that, right? What would happen if I'm like, hey, Comfy Bite, this is my last message. I just wanted to tell you that I love you and that you're wonderful and that I'm proud of everything that you've done and whatever, right? And that's like a voicemail that you get or an aspect of a video call or, you know, even like if it was just this, what would that do to you psychologically speaking? This is the type of fear that I'm getting to because I've had a couple, like essentially, as I mentioned, end of life therapy, right? Where I've had one of the clients essentially left a message for their kid, and it was essentially them going like, you know, imagine this, right? They can barely breathe, they can barely, like, they're having difficulties breathing, they're having difficulties doing everything, and they're like, happy birthday to you, and like doing their best to sing happy birthday to their kid, and literally left like a little message for them for pretty much every year of their life. And that hurt. That hurt, man. That, like, if you want to talk about pain, like, for me, I'm looking at this and I'm already imagining what pain can be like. That fucking destroyed me, just, like, listening to that for a second and being like, because the guy's like, well, what was left? And it was, like, you know, long messages like this. And oof. This reminds me of episodes that of a certain anime. Yeah, but it's stuff that people do, you know? Like, just like a, hey, you know, I want you to know that this is like what I love you about, and this is what's going on, and that you're going to be taken care of, and that I'm okay, and that like you can move on with your life. Oof. Oof.
なんだよ、定期連絡なんて呼び出しといて。まさか病状が悪化したんじゃ。どうしよう、待ってた方がいいかな。看護師さんに聞けば。 有馬くんじゃないか。宮園さんのお父さんとお母さん。
Oh no, brother.
ご無沙汰してます。
Oh no,
お
brother.
見舞いに来てくれたのかい？
まあ、
あ、いえ、でもどこにもいらっしゃらなくて。
あ
じゃあきっとあそこね。
Oh, bro. Oh. Imagine what that, like, not just for her, but for the parents, bro. Imagine for the, oh, I can't even, oh, dude, I was fucking, oof. Imagine being like, you know, having a kid and literally knowing sort of like, hey, this is like severe, this is serious. And yes, she's trying her best, but, oh. Oh, and when the parents like you too. Oh no. Oh. It's beautiful, but at the same time, that's as a like hearing this. Is there anything? I'll ask this as a reflectionary question. I'm fucking tearing up, guys. I don't even know about you guys. I know some people aren't the biggest Reliant April fans, but like this show's already fucking making me tear up. Right? She's wearing a very brave front. She is, and that's where this comes in. At like, is there anything that worries you about this frame of thinking? Like psychologically speaking, there's one thing that genuinely, like from the bottom of my heart, terrifies me. Aside from, like, let's take away any like any major like surgery or aspect like this, right? Let's just talk about the frame of thinking that she's having right now. I think I should go to the doctor because my heart hurt. Oh, dude, yeah. So that's where it comes in, ladies and gentlemen. For you guys, is there anything that strikes as different or odd or a red flag? Hold on, boys. Oh no, it flew all the way over there. I think I should go to the doctors. Yeah. I'll let you guys know this. For me, the big red flag that I'm seeing is this. This is my, like, you know, essentially this is the only motivator that they have. This is like, if we're going to talk about motivational factors, oftentimes whenever we talk about like Bronfenbrenner's ecological theory, right, where you're in the middle and you have like different things that impact you and affect your life or whatever, like we talk about the way that like you can cause waves and whatnot. However, for this, it's only like she's focusing on this one thing and everything else is distant. Only having one goal that for her seems to influence her and impact her in her self-recovery regard. That's what affects my kokoro right now, is what would happen if he wasn't there? What would happen? What would happen if he wasn't there? If he legitimately just like disappeared, or even further, let's take this a step further. Let's say that it's just someone with suicidal ideation, and they're like, the only reason I'm living is because I need to perform with this kid. It's because this kid's amazing, because I have this kid like gave me hope, and I need to go ahead and showcase my love and admiration and whatnot for this one person. For me, that's like hey, well, we need to make sure that there's other things that you're fighting for, that you love, that there's like something that like inspires you outside of just one thing, right? That's sort of where I'm going with it at. And it still hurts, because for some people, you just focus heavily on one thing, and that's for all you're going to go for. For example, we have Subaru with Emilia, right? Because sometimes you need a grounding force as a hope or as a goal to maintain yourself sane. For Moshiko Tensei, you have Rudy with the Spannies. Sometimes you need a grounding force to be able to cope with some of the things that life is throwing your way. Oh, this hurts, man. Oh, bro.
夜中までピアノ弾いてるの、ここ最近ずっと。いくらコンクールが近いからってさ、学祭終わったばっかりなのに体壊しちゃうよ。受験大丈夫かな、昴生。
それが有馬くんの受験勉強なのよ。いい、
Yeah.
音楽系の高校受験は一般教科はもちろんあるけど、何より実績が優先される。学校側はコンクール上位者を入学させて箔をつけたいの。ここ2年間コンクールに出ていなかった有馬くんはその実績が圧倒的に足りない。
Sure.
そこで12月に控える東日本
Right. Well, through this, we also have to remember they're high schoolers, right? How would you feel if your crush or someone you loved might be admitted to a school far, far away from you? Also, yeah, her friend, super fucking mature. You gotta admit that, YOLO. Like, what the fuck? She's beyond her fucking years as a fucking high school student to be able to recognize this shit and being able to talk like this and implement like her maturity level is fucking insane. Absolutely. But like for you guys though, if you've had partners or friendships or whatnot, how was that for you? At what point were you like, you know what? Like, I'll cheer you on. I think that's fucking amazing. I tend to be like that a lot with a lot of my friends where I'm like, dude, I fucking, like, I love you. I adore you guys. Like, reach for the fucking moon, right? Like, do what you got to do. But oftentimes, if it's like a partner and whatnot, and they're like, hey, if I get in this, I might have to move somewhere else. That literally, you're just waiting for that band-aid to fucking rip off at some point. And so you're waiting for that pain to come through. You're waiting for the moment for them to be like, this is my last day. And it's like, will that relationship stay stable? But also, this is where communication comes into play. And this is why people need to communicate. Oh. Oh, bro, fucking Best fucking wing woman there, brother. She's already giving her the fucking like, hey, here's what you gotta do. Like,
別に柏木に言われたからじゃないんだから。昴生。
あれ土佐犬？ああ、椿か。僕寝てた。
ずっと弾いてたの？ちょっと無茶しすぎだよ。
課題曲のバッハが。
部屋も散らかして掃除ぐらいしなよ。
うるさいな。
じー。その紙でコンクール出るの？よし、準備万端。
ねえ、本当に大丈夫？免許とかいるでしょ？
任せなさい。ちょっとしたカットくらいなら自分でしちゃうのよ。
自分でカットって前髪だけ
You
でしょ。
ever cut where your bangs? Oh shit! Oh shit!
ぐらい言ってねえで男なら早く。
お願いします。切りすぎてない？
So even through cutting hair, though, and this is a big aspect to this, how comfortable would you be letting your friend cut your hair, right? How comfortable are you with even cutting your own hair, right? And also, what does that mean? For some people, hair holds a story. Xenoparasite, nah. Our hair holds a story for some people, right? Didn't have a haircut in 20 years. Yeah. For some people, it represents an aspect of a chapter in their life, or would be like, hey, you know what? Like, I like my hair being cut a certain way or doing a certain things because it represents an aspect of you. For Arima here, I guess here comes the big question. Who is he doing this for? Who is he going back into this competition for? Is this an aspect of himself, or is this an aspect of Kaori? Is this an aspect of the dreams that he genuinely holds? Or is this an aspect of, hey, you know what? I can do this. I am bettering myself. Why is he trying this hard? Is it for school? Genuinely for school? Or is there more to it? Is there the weight of the guilt that may come if he doesn't perform? Is there the weight of the guilt that like he would let others down if he doesn't perform? That is a double motive, and that's hard. Well, yeah, Seashell, he probably feels that way, but that's still a feeling of guilt. And even through that, what if you don't go through with it? That would be a feeling like an insane amount of shame, concepts of shame that you might go through, concepts of guilt that you might still get through. And that's oh man, that's a fucking journey and a half to go through.
大丈夫だって。子供の頃やってあげたでしょ。
Oh.
もうすぐコンクールだからかっこよくしてあげるね。
普段かっこ悪いみたい。
顔。顔。
Oh, bro. Bro, this fucking music is... oh. The music, like the background music, is just so fucking hard-hitting. But even past that comes in my next element, which is... Are there, like... When you look back in your life and you remember key moments, like key aspects of maybe relationships that you've had with people, you don't really ever think this might be the last time that you get to spend with someone. Never offend the girl with your scissors. Oh yeah, Seashell, we're finishing the show today. That's the aspect of it. Like, you never think this is the last time I want to spend with someone, or the significance of the time that you do spend with someone until it's too late. And oftentimes just being in peace and doing something that you used to do and whatnot, it might be a core memory that you unlock later on in life. And seeing this, I'm like, it makes me worried. Like, number one, good on her to acknowledge her feelings, and good on her to be able to go and say, hey, you know what? I do feel this way. This is something that does impact me. And number two, for this relationship to just continue to work or not continue to work, or however they want to go ahead and continue in the future, they need to communicate their feelings. One aspect is coming into the realization of it. Another aspect is starting to go out and take charge and taking those correct steps forward at the hands of others. Yeah. Man, this is way to layer all this meaning, brothers. Holy shit.
よろしくお願いします。
お、今日は早いね。メガネ君の定期連絡待たなくていいの？
今日は来ません。多分今真っ最中です。
Oh shit, okay. Oh shit, okay. Okay.
4番の鹿島さんいらっしゃいますか？
お食べるでしょ？ここの卵マヨネーズを控えめにして塩加減で最大限の甘みを引き出して。
Dude. Whenever I would perform, right? Because, like, in case you guys don't know, I've also played music for a good period of my life. Played drums. Whenever I had to go and do any form of competition, right? They would put us all in a separate room. All the drummers, bro, we were so fucking, like, crazy, just stupid, like, over the top. Like, you could be hangry. And, like, the number one thing would be, like, I got myself, I stuck in a cereal bowl. I stuck in some Captain Crunch. Anyone want some spoons? And we'll fucking eat this bowl together, finish this shit up. Like, you know, you would fucking sneak in. Yeah, drummers are good peeps. You would just sneak in a bunch of food, a bunch of anything, and, you know, just have a good time right before you go through and perform. Because at the end of the day, like, it was like sight reading and then actually being able to play what like the piece that was there. And, you know, no hard feelings, but the animosity often, like, for some of the piano competitions and other competitions out there, you can feel the tension. You could feel the fucking tension. Like,
胃液しか出ねえ。なんで？エミ、有馬。
Do you want one as well? Breaking bread, literally. How can someone be mad at you if you're eating food with them? How can someone legitimately hold on to, like, strong feelings of resentment if you're telling your brain, oh, this eating food is good, like chowing down on something is good? Food is a way, brother.
でしょ？ここの卵サンドはね、マヨネーズを控えめにして塩加減で最大限に卵の甘みを引き出して卵そのものの美味しさを追求した究極の卵サンドなんだよ。分厚いハム入れるともっとうまいぜ。マヨネーズたっぷりのも捨てがたい。
紅茶が欲しくなるな。
でも男はやっぱカツ丼だろ。ここのフロランタンも美味しい。
紅茶ならスコーンの方がいいか。
牛乳はもう印。
紅茶はダージ。
盛り上がってるけど。
噛み合ってる
8番相座武志君袖で準備してください。
じゃちょっくら行ってくるわ。
Break a leg.
かっこいい捨て台詞でも言ってやりてえけど何も思いつかねえわ。やっぱあれだな、俺ら演奏家だからよ。ものは音楽で語らねえとな。
There was a piano professor that I had that hated the way that I would play piano. They absolutely fucking, like, hated me for that, dude. Not hated me, but hated the way that I would approach a piece, right? One of the key things from that is because I was always taught from, like, a very, like, you know, young way. It's like, hey, it's a guideline. It's not a strict measure, right? Like you can definitely play it how it is meant to be 110%. Everyone and their mom can do that, right? But if you can put an aspect of you in the music that you're portraying and the music that you're playing, whether that's like the breathing, right? Like allowing the notes to breathe and allowing yourself to be put in the music, or right, in other aspects, allowing the silences to hold. Because a lot of people are afraid of silences. Some professors would just be like, nope, need to play it how it is, right? Me and my mom can't do that. Like, you know, some professors are like, nope, you have to play it exactly how it is, match the metronome, keep going. And then when jumping in and actually having the opportunity to like play it, like everyone else was like, holy crap, like actually like playing it how you feel it should be played does change up the tune a little bit and does change up the meaning that you're trying to give to the audience. And that also comes from me being a theater kid as well and trying to involve a lot more of like, you know, feelings and whatnot during that period in time. Anyway, let me turn on the light real quick. Hold on, chat. It's getting a bit dark in here. Better. Better. All right, let's go. Change. Change, my friend. Oh, impact future generations. Oh. Tatakai. God damn, dude. Right. Oh. Fucking powerful shit right there. Which brings up my next question for you guys. Right, the rivalry. I'm glad that we're like towards the end of the season, right? Because a lot of the analysis came from earlier as well. But when it comes to an aspect like this, even for yourselves, whenever you do something, right, aside from doing it for you, is there anybody else that you're like that you're doing it for? Like, if you were to go ahead and be like, hey, you know what? I'm doing like I do music, I do martial arts, I do this, not just for an aspect of trying to feel proud or trying to feel good about myself, but I'm also doing it for my loved one, for my partner, for my brother, for my dad, for whatever that may be. How much more weight does that carry for you? Or my friends, even.
てめえらまとめてぶっ潰してやる。
Do it.
行くぞ、相座武史。
Ooh. The sentimental value, yeah, right. Oh. And that's just Yeah. Oh. And even through this is why, like, even as a, like, when people come in, right, families and whatnot, and they're like, oh, I just want, like, my kids to always feel like a winner. And it's like, no, you also have to, I hate to be honest with you guys, you got to show them the value of defeat. You got to show them the value of losing, right? Because oftentimes I feel like I've always, and I feel like the studies support that losing, your resilience to losing, your resilience to falling down, like the ability to fall down and get back up is what builds your comeback, is what builds your ability to just strive past your goals and keep going and fucking better yourself in every aspect that you can. We have to lose some days. We can't all just be winners every day, right? We need to take an L from time to time to realize, hey, you know what? We need to improve ourselves and we need to keep going. And that's what makes us fucking amazing, right? Not just everyone being like, you get first place and you get first place as well and you get first place as well. That's cool and all, being rewarding towards people, but also finding a way to be able to accept loss and being able to go ahead and accept failure and be able to thrive from it and use it as a motivational factor. That's also an important lesson to be taught. Wow. I'm Abraham Lincoln and I agree. Taking L's build character. Yep. Literally. Oh. Ah. Ah. You play that piano. Yep. Based. Based. God. Oh. Oh. Amazing and all. Fucking amazing and beautiful. Just the way that they're like even portraying and playing and doing everything, right? But in comes in my next thing, right? Which is, what goals and to whom are you playing for? Right? Because they all have different intentions. And oftentimes getting confused that everyone has the same intent is sort of what ends up causing these rivalries to start to get nasty. When it's like, for example, Arima-kun might literally just be playing to feel a sense of value for himself, to feel as though like he has done something right in that regard and that he can overcome instances, as previously played, of his trauma, right? As opposed to him, which is trying to catch up and trying to become his own self. interesting and beautiful way of like portraying this in just the music itself. I still have one more number to play.
お疲れ様。よかったよ。特にショパン。2曲目難かった。なんだよあの雰囲気。
自分で作った雰囲気だろ。
ああ。
ショパンは曲目にすればよかったんだ。
When
伝わったかな。俺は音楽で届けられたのかな。
ああ。
お前らみたいに。こんなとこでこけんじゃねえぞ。本戦でボコボコにしてやんだからよ。
笑わすな。2曲目フラフラだったくせに。
That shaky second
あんまり
piece.
大きなこと言わない方が打剣ほどよく吠えるって言うよ。
くそお前ら。妹に手出してねえだろうな。出さないよ。
Weirdest fucking comment to throw out there. My dude just you guys are talking about music and then randomly, you better not have done anything weird to my fucking sister. Bro's just saying shit. It's like the weirdest fucking like moment to just fucking throw it out. You're in a fucking top tier national level competition, right? And you get fucking thrown like a comment like that. Oh, good. Taking that step forward, my man. Taking that step forward. Oh.
なやつら。
有馬くんが隣にいる。
Ariba's next to me. Adorable. Goodbye, hero. Yeah. Growing up and taking that like step forward is often such a huge and powerful process, right? What do you feel when you finally stand equal to the ones you place on a pedestal, right? And then how do you expand your goal from that? Like what other aspects come through with it when you realize that like, hey, this person, yes, they might have seemed unreachable, but now you've reached them. And now you're able to expand as an individual and as a being. How's it going, Coffee? Welcome on in. We just finished with episode 19, heading to episode 20 in just a little bit. But it's a beautiful story, and it's a beautiful element of showcasing like sort of like oftentimes our aspirations and our admirations toward things and how we can keep growing and evolving as individuals. So for example, I'll ask this as a reflectionary question. When did you guys realize that your hero, your parents, or whoever that may have been, wasn't perfect? When did that first realization come through? Or maybe that the expectations that were set to you, maybe you had surpassed them at that point. And that's a real question to take in and process, because it's on my whiteboard, it's Bronfenbrenner's ecological theory, just simplified, essentially. It's specifically when it comes to goal setting, why focusing only on one goal instead of having like multiple areas of support in goals can be pretty dangerous. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at here is like, when was the last time that you were able to go ahead and advance from that? Like, when was the last time that you guys had a hero? When was the last time that you had someone that you looked up to and cared about and loved and, you know, so on? Oof. Oof, make us feel. Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, guys. So I better see some catch-ons for this ending because I feel like we're gonna feel. Oh. Oh, bro. Oh. Oh, my heart. What a beautiful song. What a beautiful song. Guys, I do gotta say, I feel like your line April, like, it just sets you up. Sets you up to feel things. It sets you up for pain. It sets you up for like feelings of love and care and whatnot. How important are heroes to someone's early development? They're pretty important because you're sort of what they strive a lot of like the ethical guidelines and morality and whatnot, which is why you often have a lot of kids shows who like they try and resemble an aspect of a hero, right? Oh, look, you know, this person stands by truth and justice or whatever, right? So there's some necessary parataxic distortions and there's some necessary parasocial relationships that are formed because of this, right? And that just like as kids help you establish sort of the like what would be a good and valuable habit to have versus like not good habits, right? So you can reference something like that. In this show, though, this episode, a lot stood out to me, specifically to do with the aspects of time and growth and care and all of that. Because like my question comes in for you guys is when you first watched this show, did it break you down? Did you feel like you were like it struck a chord with you and hit you in your kokoro and you were like, oof? Because I can imagine watching this like if I had watched this like in my early college or high school years, I would be fucking like first off scared and like second off just tearing up and shit. 8 years since I watched it and it still hurts. That's sort of where I'm like paying attention to this. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I feel like it would include a lot of like heavy lessons as well, because of course, like, aspects of trust and friends and the high school life and whatnot. If you can relate to it, amazing. Oregairu does an amazing job at doing something like this, but also I feel like it would just break me down slowly. With that being said, YouTube, hi, I hope you guys liked it. I know we're coming back to it slowly but surely, and I know we left off at the last end here, the last quarter, which is why we're trying to go ahead and finish everything off here. We have 3 more episodes to go, and we're going to try and finish them all today. We are starting episode 20 in just a little bit. I hope you guys enjoy this content. If you guys do, come and join us on Twitch, where we're currently doing... we're doing Gushing Magical Girls, Frida, and probably Moshiko Tensei if it's in April or whenever everything comes out. We're doing 101 other amazing anime, so come and join us, guys. Leave a comment because it helps a ton. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you guys have liked the analysis on that.